If you've clicked on this video, I have a huge amount of respect for you because you've probably got a better attention span than 99.9% of people. You see all these bums going on their phones, scrolling on TikTok and Instagram Reels. They can't focus for more than 2 seconds. If the video's not got an amazing hook and tons of dopamine and colours and flashy edits and 5-second clips, they can't focus. They'll just scroll away until they find a video with that. So you've got a better attention span than most people in this world, bro, and you should be proud of yourself for that. Because this video is going to be raw footage, there's going to be no edits, no flashy colours, it's going to be me speaking to you through the camera, and that's it. You should be proud of yourself, bro. I'm proud of you, you should be proud of yourself. Now, before I started my entrepreneurship and self-improvement journey, around a year ago, I was probably the most undisciplined person you would ever know. There would be nights where I didn't even brush my teeth because I was so comfy in bed and I just couldn't be bothered. My bed was never made, it was always just dirty. Never ever made it unless my mum made it or my mum forced me to make it. There would always just be pillows everywhere. It would never be clean. My bed sheets would probably be dirty and had some stuff on it that you probably know, but I'm not going to say it. I would also never clean my room. There would always be clothes on the floor. There'd be plates on the side. There'd be bottles on the side. I'd have a dirty towel from a week ago that I couldn't be bothered to change. I was just extremely undisciplined. And I remember every single night before I went to sleep, I'd always go on TikTok, as you do when you're in that stage of life where you're just lost and you're not really doing anything. You always scrolled on TikTok before you went to sleep. And obviously my For You page, it was all these motivational things. It was I saw the cars, the success, the money, all these David Goggins edits of him going on a run at 4 in the morning. And obviously it motivated me a lot. As I was going to sleep, I was always getting this nighttime motivation. When I finally put down my phone and actually closed my eyes, my mind would start racing. I'd start thinking, oh, I'm going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to start that business. I'm going to create gym content. I'm going to create a fitness plan and then I'm going to sell that and that's how I'm going to make money. My mind would just start racing. I'd have all these thoughts and they just spiral. I'd get more and more motivated. I'd make so many promises to myself. Then I woke up the next morning and nothing changed. I thought about doing all the work and all these self-improvement habits and there was just... it created a huge wall in my brain and I was just like, I'm not doing that. I can't be bothered. I made all these promises to myself and in the morning I broke them. Then I'd go through my day doing nothing, playing video games, eating junk food, going to school, smoking. Then I'd go to sleep the next night, scroll on TikTok, get these motivational videos. I start having these thoughts again as I'm going to sleep. I'm going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to start that business. Yeah, I'm going to do that and that. I have a really good routine. I'll be a disciplined person. I wake up, think about doing them again. And I'm just like, nah, it's not going to happen. This cycle repeated for around a year. This was literally my life. I would wake up, I'd scroll on TikTok, I'd maybe go brush my teeth if I felt like it. I'd hop in the shower, I'd scroll a bit more, I'd go to school. Throughout school, I'd just be a mindless idiot. I wasn't listening in lessons, I wasn't learning anything. I'd get home from school, and I'd either go meet my mates and smoke, or I would sit in my bed from about 4 to 10 PM, playing video games, scrolling, doing nothing with my life, making no progress. I'd go to sleep, I'd go to bed, watch all these motivational videos, get motivated, have these thoughts, they repeat, they cycle. I'd wake up, nothing would happen, and this would just repeat for about a year straight, bro. But then I learned something. I learned what discipline really is. Discipline is simply the art of not breaking promises to yourself. You see, when I had all these thoughts, as I was going to sleep about, yeah, I'm going to start that business, yeah, I'll create the fitness plan, I'll create gym content, and I'll sell that. I was making promises to myself. I effectively said to myself, I promise I am going to start tomorrow. I promise I'm going to start creating that content tomorrow. But because I was such an ill-disciplined person, this never happened. But as soon as I learnt that discipline is simply the art of not breaking promises to yourself, I realised, okay, that gives me a bit more clarity now. And clarity, it always leads to action. So I knew that if I wanted to improve, and if I wanted to become more disciplined, if I wanted to start working on my business, I would have to not break promises to myself. So the day that I learnt that, I obviously I still just strolled through the day. I did nothing, play video games. But when I went to sleep, I obviously saw all these motivational videos. I had the cycling thoughts of, yeah, I'm going to start this, I'm going to start that. But then when I woke up in the morning, I remembered that discipline is simply the art of not breaking promises to yourself. Now, I still broke a few promises to myself. I didn't start all the businesses I wanted to, but I actually started taking action a bit. You know, I started cleaning my bedroom a bit. I started brushing my teeth every morning. I started looking into business models. And I just kept doing this. Every single time when I thought, yeah, I'm going to do that, instead of just breaking the promise to myself, I actually kept it. Now, I'm not saying you should say you're going to start a multi-million-dollar business and because you promise yourself to do it, you should, because that's overwhelming. You're not going to do that. But if you think to yourself as you're going to sleep, okay, tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m, I'm going to go on a run at 6:30, and I'm going to get home and I'm going to read a book for 30 minutes. If you can do that, then you're slowly becoming a disciplined person. And this consistent action, it accumulates. You start to become more of a disciplined person in general. You don't really have to think about it as much. You start to just do it. And over time, as you do this more and more, you keep more promises to yourself. You say, okay, I'm going to go for a run, I'm going to read a book, and then I'm going to look at a business model to do. And then the next day, you think, okay, I quite like the idea of that business model. I'm going to start working on it. And then you think the next day, okay, I've started working on it. Now I just need to do it tomorrow. And all of this accumulates. And this is exactly what happened to me. I finally started a business. I started writing. I was writing these like motivational tweets on Twitter, screenshotting them and posting them on TikTok, and I was going to create a self-improvement community. I did quit the business. I did quit. I'll be honest with you, but that's not the point. The point is that because I never broke a promise to myself, the first time I never broke a promise to myself and I actually kept it, is probably what's led me here. Because now I can do it with ease. Last night, I got back from holiday yesterday and I had all these promises set for myself. I said, I'm going to record this exact YouTube video. Said I'm going to write some of my courses. I said I'm going to write some tweets. And now I can do it without even thinking, bro. There's not much resistance. But that's all because I started small. I made little promises to myself and just never broke them. That's what I want you to do. That's the actionable step I want you to come out of this video with. If you're watching this late at night, I want you to set yourself 5 things to do tomorrow, 5 productive things. Maybe it's go on a run, go to the gym, read a book, start a business or research a business, start working on a business, something in the money sector, and then, I don't know, go to sleep at a certain time and wake up at a certain time. And if you can make those promises to yourself and just do them, then you're slowly becoming a disciplined person. And discipline is probably the greatest skill you can possibly master. If you can be disciplined, then you're most likely going to be successful. 99.9% of the 99.9% chance that you will be successful if you can become a disciplined person. But discipline, you don't just become a disciplined person overnight. Discipline comes from a consistent accumulation of daily actions. So if you can just make promises to yourself, do them the next day, and then night after, set yourself some bigger promises or more promises, and the next day, do them after, and then that night, more promises or bigger promises, do it. You see where this is going? I promise you your life will change. Now, I've just got something I want to say to you. I'm not just creating these videos to try and make some money or start a business. I'm doing them for a deeper meaning, something much deeper than just making money. I've got a mission, bro. I'm trying to save people who were exactly like me. They did all these degen habits. They smoked, they partied, they fapped every single day, they ate junk food, they gamed all day. But inside their mind, they wanted to be successful. They had all these thoughts, all this motivation, but when it came to action, they did nothing. That's exactly who I used to be. That was me for about a year straight. I've got a mission. This is a deep desire of mine. I want to take you, effectively the old me, and craft you into a success in business, in relationships, in life, in health, in your physique. I want you to become a top 1% man. Because I'm on the mission to that myself, and I want to bring you along it with me. And I've got this vision in my head, bro. In 5 years' time, want to be sat on a yacht with you and quite a few others that are watching this video. I want us to be speaking about business. I want the Rolexes on. I want us to be dressed nicely. I want us all to have good physiques. I want us to be 10-10 blondes all around us. We've got a beautiful sunset in the background. We're speaking business. We're speaking philosophy. We're having genuine deep chats. We're getting to know each other more. I want that to be with you, bro. And if that vision kind of resonates with you, if you like the idea of sitting on a yacht with complete freedom, you're just chilled, you're laid back, you're speaking business, you're speaking money, you're speaking knowledge, you're speaking philosophy, got all these girls around you, you've got a brotherhood of men that are your tightest circle, you could do anything for them, they do anything for you, they are your brothers. If that resonates with you, bro, just hit the subscribe button. Or if you want to get closer to me, if you want to know me a bit more, if you actually want my full teachings on how to become successful, how to rewire your brain for success, how to improve your testosterone, how to become more disciplined, how to become more productive, how to master content creation, and a whole lot of other stuff, bro, just go click the link in my bio. You've got nothing to lose, but everything to gain.